Up gamers, it's time to play some more Shadowverse. So the Grand Prix is now here, and I'm finally doing something well with Dragoncraft. It's been a long time. So this is gonna be another one of those long videos that some of you don't like because you want it to be one and done, but I'm just not like that. So we're gonna go ahead and just see how we got 5 wins in a row. And we're going to be moving on to Group A after this. I may make another video if I do well in Group A, but we'll see what happens. So going to replays. Now what I will go ahead and do is I'm only going to do 4 of these 5 matches because 2 of them are Forest Craft. So I'll skip the first one and I'll go to the second one. But yes, Dragoncraft is finally good again, at least for me. I know a lot of people have been playing and doing well in the last set, but I just haven't been feeling Dragoncraft lately. It's been all Portal and Haven like for me. Now this is going to be a matchup that I knew was going to be rough. Roach is really strong both in rotation and unlimited. And this is the Grand Prix Verdant Cup. So obviously you want to make sure to ramp if you can, and you also want to get rid of as many of the amulet as possible.
I look forward to our bout. Aw, you shouldn't have.
No, I didn't necessarily have to hold on to the Great Tree. I could have played it, but it's free. I figured I'll just play it the turn I need it. So we always definitely want to ramp. It was kind of a twofer in that particular play because I got to ramp and destroy a Great Tree. Unfortunately, they banished my follower, but them using 4 mana to take up their turn like that made me feel good. Because that means there was no Roach play with bouncing and stuff like that, so there was no real setup for them. They were basically on defense, which allowed me to really take advantage of that this turn. I got to ramp. I got to get some more trees in my hand. And there is that Roach. Of course, Verdant, the main win condition in the deck, gets to play him pretty early. Well, I guess it wasn't super early, but I got to play him and get the evolve ability and spell for turn 5. It's not bad. We can start the clock now. What you need to do as soon as you can against this deck. Because they'll kill you on turn 7 or 8. And they're working on it too. By the way, Traveler's Respite, very good card. You're going to need to gain life in the event that they chip damage on you. There are a lot of reasons that you want to get rid of a bunch of great trees. I mean, obviously the main win condition requires it. Viridian Magna is also a really good help here. I'm not against this deck in particular, but just in general. Because you want to be able to destroy 3 trees to get the full effect of Magna. You'll see it in a different match after this, because I don't think I use it here. And against Forest Craft, you're not going to need it. Well, it's not that you don't need it, you just will never have an opportunity to really take advantage of it. But right now, we dealt 7 damage to the face, thanks to Verdaint's effect. Or the curse, I should say, its effect. And they're going to hit me for some damage this turn. Put me down to 14. So if you get a second Roach, they can basically win next turn. But I have that Traveler's card I mentioned earlier in hand. It's going to put me up to 16. It's very important here. Really good card. Hoarfrost, really good. Got them down to 2. So all I do is just survive a turn and I win. I saw that and I was like, oh no, that's the second roach coming to hand that we know of for sure. And they have enough damage right now to put me down to 1. So had I not gained life that turn, I'd lost right here.
I'll do better next time.
But we were able to get that win. It was very, very nice. I literally won because 1, I got Valdane's ability early, and 2, I gained life at the right time. That's literally what did it for me. Alright, so next match is going to be against Shadowcraft. You know, the good thing about playing rotation, especially when a new set drops, is you see a lot of variety at first. I like that. Eventually, it's going to be nothing but 2 different decks, but for now, there's quite a bit of variety. And for rotation, Dragoncraft is really the main deck that's doing it for me. Haven, I'm not a huge fan of it. Now, obviously, this opponent's been Grandmaster before, you can tell by their sleeves. So I knew this was going to be a tough matchup. Obviously, they're an experienced player, is basically what it means. But yeah, I mean, the Haven deck for the tree decks is not bad. It's actually pretty good. I just don't play it well for some reason, which is weird because I consider myself more of a Haven player, but I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Now for Unlimited, this set, Verdant Conflict, has done amazing things for Unlimited, specifically City of Gold. I got to play added 3 cards to the deck. You never see that in a new set. Adding 3 cards to 1 deck for Unlimited. I'll make a video on that, don't worry. 1 or 2. So we got some ramp going on. I think this is the second time I ramped, if I'm not mistaken. I wasn't really paying much attention. It might have been the first time. Yeah, it was the first time, I guess. So we got the not Magna, but Valdane. Get the ability off now, start the clock.
I do struggle to restrain my flesh.
Next time I'll win.
Now, obviously, I wasn't able to do any damage that turn, but I'm starting the clock because of the fact that the ability is now going off. Now I just have to focus on destroying as many trees as possible. I haven't quite won yet. It's going to take a bit of work.
It was nearly done.
This is no easy matchup. The Shadowcraft deck is a little weird. I don't quite understand what I'm doing half the time. I think here I do a little ramping. Now, obviously, I'm going to be taking a lot of damage next turn because of this, but sometimes you gotta, what you gotta do. So now they're starting to take damage from the curse effect.
Come with us.
I stand at the edge of eternity.
So yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage this turn, which I expected. I wasn't surprised at all.
Come with us.
What's interesting actually is when this set dropped, I wasn't playing rotation at all in the beginning. I was just playing unlimited. But once I gained more cards by liquidating pretty much everything from Forest and Sword, I just built Dragon and I've been doing well with it ever since. I love Viridian Magna, such a fantastic card.
Let's go, everyone.
And you can put it in any deck, really. Card is so solid.
This ungrateful world will perish.
Such a good card. And this is why you want to make sure at least 3 of your trees are destroyed before playing her. Just so you can get the ability.
Smash him to pieces! Eclipses. Silence. Save yourselves.
So like I said, I mean, that deck was definitely throwing out threats, but yeah, top deck, another Magna. Felt so good. Obviously I could only kill 1 follower this time, but that's all I really needed, to be honest.
My steed sails above the sand.
So basically all I have to do is not die this turn and I win. And this is what Magna does. Radiant Magna, not only does it remove threats, but it provides a shield for you. So you can still get your win conditions off.
Let's do this again, Kate.
Yep. We're pretty much done after that. So the third match that we're going to show off, we're going to be doing against the Natura Dragoncraft. Now, what do you do against the Natura? You just play your own game. You just get there before they do. That's really what it boils down to. Ramping is probably something you want to prioritize, so you can be able to play more cards at a time. Because your hand's going to fill up a lot. You're not worried about drawing. I think at the end of the video, I'll even show my deck list. I'm not sure if it's going to be the 100% list, but I like what I've built so far. I'm not using anyone's specific list. This is just kind of my own thing. But you'll find similar lists like mine. So, got a really good draw there. So I can put a tree in my hand now. Second turn I can play the tree. Third turn I can play the whirlwind, the pterodon or something. I can't say it. But I'll be able to ramp on turn 3, which is good with that follower. Just like they're doing right now. Again, this is a game of ramp and then a game of just play as much trees as possible. So we're both going for the same goal here. It's just a matter of who gets there first. So the trade happens, we both have a tree. Obviously we're both ramping, playing in trees. Now even though I get to evolve first, I go for the ramp because I'm not going to be able to play the curse anyway. I figured I'll just go up on mana. I don't play the tree yet because I assume he's going to kill this guy and I'll get a free tree. If I played the tree beforehand, this guy won't spawn a tree. Because you only get a tree if you don't have one in play. So he does end up playing the curse before me. So which seems bad, but it's not as bad as it sounds. Because I get to play the very next turn. So curse is now played on my side, and I'm going to play a couple of trees. Just so I can start dealing damage too. More damage. So they're taking 4 now, whereas last time I took 2. Now obviously they're going to gain life, mitigate some of that damage. They're still ramping too, which you should. Like I said, it's a race at this point. who can ramp and play the most trees. So I play Shiva. Shiva's a really, really good card. The only thing that upsets me is, I play a lot of Final Fantasy, obviously, and Shiva's always been a female, and this is a dude. I'm not feeling it, but it's a good card in general, which is why I play it. Now, the Dragon Chef is actually a pretty good card. I don't play it, but the live game's pretty cool. I think it takes away from the idea of the deck when you play it. But if you don't have all the legendaries that I play, then you may want to consider that card. Of course, Magna comes to play. Love Magna, one of the best legends I've played in a while. And what's good about this dragon deck is this is a deck I can win without Cocytus. That's probably, in my opinion, the best thing about this deck. It's a strong deck that doesn't need it. As you saw in my draw just a moment ago, I also played Neptune. Really, really good card if you just storm out and get some extra damage and protection. The protection is important against, Roach, obviously, but other decks too. So they also play Shiva as well.
You cannot escape the shadow.
Now, obviously, Valdane's Curse is not stackable. That would be way too broken, and you have to nerf the crap out of it. They almost killed me right there, though. It was down to 2. But, the Triceratops, the clinch kill right there. Well, clutch. Well, technically it was in my hand the whole time, so it's not really a clutch play. And then Neptune just accelerated to get that storm damage, and then get him for 7. And that's it. So there's multiple win conditions, as you can see. Shiva's a win condition. Valdane is a win condition. Neptune can really help close it out too. This deck has a lot that you can do with it. It's really good. Now for the final match against Havencraft, which is a deck that I do think is good. I just haven't been building and or playing it correctly in rotation. Now for Unlimited, that's a different story. I'm having fun with it on Unlimited. But that's a different episode. I'm actually trying to grind Unlimited to Master Rank. I'm about 2,000 points away. So if I ever get there, I'll make a video of it. Of me doing the trial. Give me maybe a month or less. Alright, so got a good top deck there. Because, the idea was to keep any ramp cards or Valdane. Valdane. And I got the 1-cost spell. Then I got to ramp a Dragon Oracle, another fantastic top deck. Just get everything I could possibly want. So they're obviously playing City of Gold, which you should. So I get to do the ramp with the Whirlwind, Pterandon or whatever. I can't say it.
I soar the skies in the name of justice.
So Punisher, really good card. I'm going to go ahead and get some more ramping done this turn. And I'll get some trading so I can get the tree out.
Justice does not hide in the shadows.
So I'm ramping a lot. They're like on 4 mana while I'm at 8 mana. That's nuts. But this is where you want to be. You're not going to worry about running out of cards because this deck does not ever run out of cards in hand. You will always be able to replenish your hand easily.
You cannot escape the shadow.
So in this turn right here, which is my turn 5, I'm able to evolve Valdane, play the Curse, and play the alchemical chick that searches for two Natura cards. Very, very productive turn 5. Like I said, ramping does not hurt you at all. You're not going to run out of cards in hand.
A worthless endeavor.
Now, I assume that since I was undefeated this whole time, they were probably undefeated as well. So I know that this game is going to be a rough one. So this is turn 6 for me. So you play Shiva because Shiva can give you the first ability starting turn 6 all the way up to I think it's 14 is when it stops. I may be wrong there. Each turn with Shiva you get certain things. You get life gain, you get damage to your opponent's face, and you get a boost to your followers. Depending on what turn you're at. But ideally I want to play Shiva on 6. And Shiva should be a female, not a male.
This ungrateful world will perish.
Now, unfortunately for me, they haven't destroyed 3 trees yet, so they don't get the ability to resurrect. But they did what it needed to do. It needed to kill 2 followers, and that's what they got. So now it's turn 7 for me, and I get to drop Neptune, which is fantastic. Heed the ocean's voice. Destroying some trees while I can. Get some damage to the face. And then I get a little bit of a boost. Like I said, Shiva does really well in this deck. Now, getting Kel was pretty good. I don't play Kel in my Haven version of this, but it is a good card in general. So they get the trade there. And now, I get to smack him in the face for 7. Get the win. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how we 5-0'd. Now, I only showed 4 of the matches. I didn't want to do a repeat of 2 different forest matches. Plus, the one I showed you was the better match. But let's go ahead and show you the deck and my current list. It's a really good deck. Dragoncraft right now, really, really good. I would say that at this point it's considered tier 1. It can get you, like if you're someone I would grind for Grandmaster or whatever, I think the deck could go there. I think it could. Am I going to push for it? Probably not. I'll do my dailies, but that's probably it. So let's preview the deck. So basically it runs the majority of your basic Natura cards. The, this card for, you got this card as well, always a must. This is really good, especially when you have overflow. You get more trees to your hand. This is a fantastic card. Let you search for 2 cards, put them in your hand from your deck. Really good filter, especially if you're playing Natura. Obviously, the must in every dragon deck. Really, really good ramp card. Also helps you to help your destroy count for the trees. Obviously, the main win condition, Verdant, really, really good. Now, this is something that's my own little tech here. You didn't really get to see me play it because it was never really a thing that was needed, but this is a really, really good card. Basically, for 5, you're hitting everything for 2, which you normally would with a Force of the Dragon Newt. The difference is with this card, it only hits followers, so a lot of people don't like that. But at the same time, you get a Star Phoenix, which lets you basically hit something else if you weren't able to finish it off, to help you basically wipe the board. It's a really, really good card in my opinion. I play it as a 2 of right now. This is one of those cards you don't really have to play. This is my own personal tech against anything that's aggro, because I think that that's what this deck would normally lose to, would be something super aggressive. Obviously Viridian Magna, which any Natura deck should play. It's just so good. Ideally you want to play it when you've destroyed 3 trees, so that you can kill potentially 2 followers and get that ability so she can resurrect with Ward. Really, really strong. I like Shiva. Ideally, you want to play it on turn 7. This should be a female, not a male, but whatever. That's just my thing. But anyway, really, really good card. Basically, you get to gain 2 life to your leader, +1 all your followers, and then on the next turn afterwards, you get to deal 4 damage to your enemy's face. Really, really good. Obviously, this is really good removal. This is my own tech. One is Ward against, a Roach, and It's also aggressive as I get two Mega Lorcas with Storm. Really, really good. It's good defense and offense at the same time. It's fantastic. And obviously, you either wrap or it's a finisher. So the deck, I mean, it's super, super good. I really like it. Um, I would say that, you know, if there were cards that are questionable, some people might not want to play this. You know, it's, you know, a matter of preference. I happen to like it, but it's not a must in the deck. You probably don't have to play Neptune either, but I just happen to like it. You know, that's just kind of my own thing. The rest of these cards I think are a must. So, you know, that's I think that if nothing else, you should at least have everything else. But really, really solid deck. Again, I think this is a deck that could get someone, you know, up and rank really, really fast. Obviously, you're not going to win all the time, but I would say that you can get at least a 55% win rate with this deck, which is what you would normally want at the least. So, yeah, there you go. So that was the Grand Prix Verdant Rotation Cup. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned something, and hopefully I've been able to help you guys out. Till next time, you guys keep gaming and take care, y'all. Later.